Okay, let's start with a meditation and then we go into the topic of the class. So sit on your seat, sitting Sukhasana, and let's have the hands on the knees or on the thighs and push. So you elongate the lower back and the entire spine. So for me, I really like to push the thighs because I feel some space, better space in the lower back. It's okay when the shoulders come up. And then make sure that you're not leaning forward, lean backward. So your head is just above your rib cage and your rib cage is above your sitting bones, your pelvis. And then release, take the palms up. And you can close your eyes. Come to your breath. Inhaling, expanding and elongating, especially through the sitting bones and the crown of the head. And grounding, again, through the sitting bones. Inhaling, expanding to the sides, to the front, to the back, and also to the top of the head and the sitting bones. And then as you exhale, you ground through the sitting bones. So it's a different kind of quality, grounding and elongating. Try to see if you can find the sensation, the difference. Grounding through the sitting bones and elongating through the top of the head and the sitting bone. Look for it in the entire spine. And if you can find it, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Then, once you have your position, come to your breath and just follow it. Up and down, in and out. Soften your face, fingers, toes. Come to the breath again for a few silent moments. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring your hands to Namaste at the base of the sternum. Lift the base of the sternum and bow the head down. Prepare yourself mentally for class. And open your eyes. Release the hands. And hello again. So today, as you know, we're going to work on or with therapeutic backbends. And just kind of scan of what we're going to do. So we're going to prepare the body. We're going to prepare the body for backbends. We're going to work on spine elongation and twist and chest opening and those things. And then we're going to have very simple backbends. You probably remember it, most of you remember it from the TTC. Very simple, not using the legs, not squeezing the back. I'll explain, of course, I'll remind you if you don't remember. And why are they therapeutic? Because this is how we're going to treat them. And also because most of usually most of our day is forward bends. If we go ahead and pick something, or even our yoga practice is a forward bend, and the back bends, when we do it properly, we hardly do. I'm sure you remember this lecture. Um, but then those very accurate back extensions, yeah, not even back bends, they're back extensions, because we're mostly going to focus on extending the spine, and the back bend is going to be petite. It's going to be very small, and it's really good for the spine. It's really good for the discs of the spine, and for the inner organs and so on. So this is what we're going to do today, and let's start. So we're going to start with fascia, some releasing of fascia. If you like, you can have a blanket under your head. You don't have to, especially if it doesn't feel right with the movement. And what we're going to do is this. As we start many classes, we're going to start in CRP, constructive rest pose. And we're going to shake the body. I don't know if you can see this. Very gentle moving of the body. Okay, let me just show you actually what we're going to do. Then we're going to straighten the legs after that. So you remember, you don't have to look at me. We're going to straighten the legs, and we're going to do another fascia release exercise where it comes from my feet. Yeah, I'm moving my feet and I'm shaking my body, and I want to allow my head to really move. I hope you can see this well. And then we're going to turn and do something very similar, but for that, you look after. So we'll start with our feet on the ground. Yeah, the lower back is comfortable and relaxed. The hands are relaxed next to the body. And then start this movement. It kind of comes from the pelvis or hips, from the feet. And a good indication that it happens is the movement of the head. Let me just see that you do it well. So keep moving. Yeah, good. So it's like you're moving the skin. Yeah, you look very good. You're moving the skin of your body, of your back. Release the hands. Yeah, good. You can close your eyes, release your jaw. And now straighten your legs. And keep the movement. With your feet, exactly. You move your ankles, your feet. You can do this quick. And we hope that the movement doesn't get stuck, but it travels all the way to the neck and head. Try and allow the movement to go all the way up. Release the jaw. When you do this, imagine that you're like separating, in a very good way, separating the skin from the muscles. So there's more freedom in the body. Good. And stop. Have like a little Shavasana and feel the sensations in the body. Good. And we're going into Supta Tadasana, lying down or sleeping Tadasana. Bring your feet together. Push your heels forward, rotate the thighs inwards, and stretch your arms next to your body. So your pinky fingers will touch the ground. Rotate the shoulders and lift the base of the sternum towards the chin. Good. Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. They don't need to touch the floor behind you. They need to elongate properly. The palms are parallel. Even if you have the flexibility to have the hands on the floor, you don't need it. Reach your arms. Separate the ribcage from the pelvis. Push the heels. Keep doing it. I'm looking at you. Push the heels forward. Mark, it hurts your back. So, Supta Tadasana. Mark, legs are straight. Straight legs. Yes, good. And push the heels. Yeah, that's it. Good. Stretch the fingers. Make sure that your hands are not too close together. Yeah, parallel palms. Good. Stretch the fingers. If you're touching the wall behind you, maybe hold your elbows to elongate. And release. So now turn over. So you're lying on your abdomen. If you have sensitivity in the pelvic bones, pubic bones, then you can have a blanket under your under those bones. And we're going to do something really similar. So one hand on top of the other. The forehead is on the arms. You're tucking your tailbone. Don't tuck the tailbone. No, you're tucking your toes in and shaking. Yeah, once you got it, do it. So it's the same thing. Good. You want to have a lot of movement in the body, all the way to the head. Make sure there's no tension in your shoulders. Okay, and stop. Rest for a moment and feel the body. Good. And turn to your back again. Okay, rain has started. I hope that you can still hear me well. So, feet together. You can have your head on the ground or on the blanket. Feet together and hands 90-degree angle from the body. We've done this before. So your feet together and then you're moving. It's a twist. You're moving your knees together to one side and then to the center and to the other side. So it doesn't matter if the head comes up. What matters is that you keep your abdomen engaged and your knees together. Every time you twist, exhale. Keep going. So what happens is that one knee is getting separated from the other. And then there's less of a twist and less of abdominal work. So have your knees together. Exactly, good. And move your hips more. And then the twist goes higher up in the spine. Very nice. Keep moving. So one of the things that we're doing as a preparation, we're massaging, let's call it, the intercostal muscles, the muscles between the what is costa? The ribs. and also the oblique of the abdomen. Obliques. Keep going. Good. Feet together, if you can. And also we have a chest opening. Yeah, we're working on the pectoralis major. And now we're going to move into the pectoralis minor. So instead of a 90-degree angle, you keep the same movement. You're going to lift the arms a little bit higher towards the head. Yeah, good. And keep the same movement. And the hands, Elena, the hands are straight. Yes, straighten your elbows. Straighten your elbows, yeah, but not so high up, lower, like this. Yeah, so this is 90, and we're going to be around here. Yeah, good. Same movement, abdomen is active. Keep the movement. Good. Keep the hands where they are, come to center, separate your feet hip width apart, and keep moving. Same kind of movement, this time the feet are hip width apart. This time we're going more towards the psoas. Good. Notice how the movement softens the body. Keep the feet apart, about hip width apart between the feet. Don't keep your feet together. Good. Okay. And then next time that your legs will be on the right hand side, stay there in a twist. Then if you want to keep your hands where they are, it's good. If you want to take them to a 90-degree angle, that's also fine. See what feels better. And if you don't have any knee pain, then you can take the bottom leg and place it on top of the top leg. See if it feels right. If it hurts on the lower back or hurts on the knee or anywhere else, then just release. Inhale up, exhale to the other side. First, no leg. First, just allowing the body to get used to this. And then if it's right for you, you can have your ankle on top of your upper thigh. Okay, and release. Come back to center. And again, roll to your abdomen. So maybe before you roll, see what we're going to do. We've done it last week as well. So I'll demonstrate. Okay, so what's important here is to keep the arm active. Remember this? You want to keep your arm active as you twist in order to keep the shoulders safe. So it's important not to have the elbows soft or bent, yeah, but to keep the arm, the inner part of the arm, the outer part of the arm active to protect the shoulder. So then we're taking one hand closer to the body, one leg up, and rotating back to center and changing. If you stop here because it's too much on your shoulder, that's good, that's fine. If you can go on, you go on. You do it slowly with awareness and activation of the straight hand. Good. And you don't try to back bend, yeah? It's not about bending backwards at all. It's about twisting and opening the chest. It's a different kind of twist, different kind of chest opening. Yeah, not a back bend, so careful. Yep, very good. Good. And next time that you're in a twist to the right, stay. And then turn the head. So you're resting your head on the side of your head. Probably not the cheek, probably just the side of the head. If it hurts, then bring the head back. Okay? Keep the arm active behind you and see if you can take the other arm up and maybe even slightly back. Be careful if you have pain in your bottom shoulder, in the right shoulder, go back. Okay, now through the face, like we do in standing asana, through the face, bring the left hand next to the ear and stretch the left leg. So we're lengthening the spine, no back bend. Yeah, what does it mean, no back bend? Don't arch your spine, elongate it. Point the toe and then flex the heel, flex the foot, push the heel, bring the hand back and turn. Okay, stay here and feel. Relax for a moment, maybe like this. And feel the body. Okay, and to the other side. You keep the arm active and you rotate the head. If it's right for you, you take the arm up, maybe a bit to the back. And then through the face, you're going to bring the arm next to the ear, stretch the fingers, and then stretch the legs, straighten the legs, stretch the toes. You point your toes, and then flex the foot, push the heel forward. Bring the hand back to the mat for support, roll back. One hand on top of the other, tuck your toes under and go for a fascia release or fascia shake. Remember this? We're gonna come back to this from time to time. Good. Okay, release and moving to downward dog. Try not to do it through Adho Mukha Virasana. So you come on your hands and knees and then you push into downward dog without a forward bend. Good. Okay. Make sure that your hands are far enough from your legs.
And we don't take it as a forward bend, although the head is down. We take it as a spinal extension. So push your sitting bones up. Push the front of the thigh against the bone. Push the hands against the mat. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Release the head. Imagine this elongation of the spine here. Sitting bones up, heavy head. Beautiful separation between the vertebrae of the spine. Okay. And take your knees down. Sit on your heels if you can, and just rotate your shoulders for a moment. As simple as that. Rotate the shoulders. Good. And release. So between asanas, you can choose whether to do this, because we're going to be a bit active now, whether to do this or to come into Adho Mukha Virasana. It will be up to you. My recommendation is either you sit, if you can, is to sit here still or with the shoulders and not to go into the forward bend, although that's absolutely fine as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is this. I want to emphasize again that this is not a back bend, especially flexible people. Okay, so feet will be closer together and a bit closer to the head in downward dog or to the hands. And then one leg goes up. I'll instruct through. One leg goes up. First, First, we're just going to take it up. Yeah. Keep the hips square and stay here. And then what we're going to do, and here I want you to see the lower back. So we're going to take the leg up, rotate the hips, and point. Then we're going to flex, we're going to play with it, but I'm not taking the leg back because this will create this back bend that we don't want. So wait, we'll do it together, okay? So we have a few times to do. First, just the square hips. Go into your downward dog. Good. Downward dog, feet together or almost together. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Sitting bones up. Okay. Now take your right leg up. Take your right leg up. Okay, take it down. Okay, take it down. The way you take it up is straight, and it's like you initiate the action from the heel. Stay in downward dog. Stay in downward dog. Okay? Today, take your feet a little bit backwards. Okay. And now, straight leg, you initiate the action from the heel. Lift. Yes. Okay. Take it down. Good. Same leg, right leg. This time, you initiate the action from the front thigh. Lift. From the front thigh. Yes. The slower, the harder. Square your hips. Square your hips. Good. Take it down. Initiate the action from the heel. Same, right leg up. Same leg. Good. Keep your hips square. Keep your hips square. Take it down. Last time, you initiate the action from the thigh. The front thigh. Lift up. Keep your hips square. And take it down. Now, if you feel that you need to rest, you can rest. If not, then stay in downward dog. Maybe just keep the dog a bit longer. So you can have a rest in your downward dog. If not, you go down, you rotate your shoulders maybe. Okay. And back to downward dog. feet close together. Then first we'll initiate the action from the heel. From the heel up and down. From the front of the thigh up and down. From the heel, try and feel the difference. Down from the thigh. Down. And twice more, heel and thigh. Don't do it fast, do it with control. Yes. You don't need momentum when you have strength. Okay. And once you're done, you choose your rest. On your knees, Adho Mukha Virasana or downward dog. You can move your shoulders or stay quiet. Or move your wrists, of course. Okay. Good. Okay, so here it is. The next one. Remember not to go, especially the flexible ones, not to go into a back bend, meaning not to take the leg far behind you. You just want to take it up. So, downward dog. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Release the head. We're going to start with the right leg again. Lift the right leg in the same way, straight, that you lifted before. Then rotate the hip and point the toes. Don't be tempted to take the leg back, just up. Now flex. Flex the foot. Turn at the hips, square the hips, and release the leg down. Other leg, okay, left leg. Lift it straight up, square hips. Now open the hip, point the toes. Point the toes. Don't take the leg back, just up. Now flex the foot. Flex the foot. Straighten your elbows. Bring the pelvis back to center and rest the leg down. One more time. You need to rest? Okay. You don't need to rest. Right leg up. Open. Point. Good. Flex. Keep the pelvis open. Keep the pelvis open. Yeah. Now, square the hips. Square the hips. Yes, only then take the leg down. Very nice. Okay. Catch your breath. And the other leg. Ready? All right. Up. Open. Yes. Point. Activate your abdomen. Don't allow the lower back to overarch. You can even open the hips more. It's a rotation of the spine. Flex. Yes. Square. Square your hips. Take the leg down with control. Good. Take your knees down and relax. Now, how do you relax? It's up to you. Head down, sitting on your heels, moving your shoulders, whatever you prefer. Moving your head, maybe. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, maybe you know it, but I want you to look at it anyway. And remember, it's not a back bend. So it's the same kind of theme, yeah? We're rotating, and we don't want to mistake it with a back bend. What does it mean to mistake it with a back bend? It means not to have control over the spine or over the leg, or allowing the leg to be too heavy, and then the lower back is taking the weight, or it's taking the toll, and we don't want that. Okay, so we're aiming for the twist, we're aiming for the opening, and not the arching of the back. Not yet, not here anyway. So I think in American it's called wild thing. I think this is how they call it. We're gonna do a not so very wild thing. Okay, so downward dog. Yeah, we're taking one leg up. Then look at the leg that is on the ground. Okay, keep your eyes on the leg that is on the ground. This leg is going to pivot. Is going to turn. So one leg up, I'm opening the hips and I'm turning. You can hear my mat. I'm turning and then I'm taking the leg back. Now, there's no need to do this. Yeah? What you can do is extend instead. Okay? That's it. So there's no load. Can you see my lower back? It's nice and long. Yeah, there's no load there. Then to turn, it's about the bottom leg. Yeah, so I'm bringing my hand back and I'm turning the bottom leg. So my wild thing is not wild. Okay? Should I show you again or it's okay? Let's do it. Yalla. Okay. Downward dog. Right leg up. Now, you open the hip and you focus on the bottom leg. Pivot. Rotate the bottom leg forward. Good. Yes. Then instead of taking the hand back, take it over the head. Yes. And turn back. There should be no discomfort in the lower back. Nothing. Okay. Let's do the other side together. Downward dog. Left leg up. Open. And focus now on the bottom leg. Rotate it. Touch the ground. Elongate. Don't take anything behind your head. Just elongate. Yeah. And turn back. Downward dog. Stay in downward dog. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears and release the head. Push the energy up to the sitting bones. Up to the sitting bones. Good. And rest. In any way that you like. Was that okay? Any pain in the lower back? Any discomfort? No. Good. Okay. Okay, we'll do it again. We'll add something. Okay? Look, as when you rest, rest and look at the same time. So the same thing, pivoting the foot, elongating, and then look at my right leg. I'm elongating it as far as I can. And then I'm elongating the other leg. So I have this kind of Vashisthasana thing. Yeah? And then I take the leg back and turn. Okay? So the thing is, before you go back, you need to take the bottom leg close to you. Let's do it together. No, actually, you do it. I'll look. Okay? So we'll extend the legs in it. If it hurts, you stop. Downward dog. Right leg up. Open the hips. Rotate the bottom foot. Yeah, find the ground. Find the ground with the foot. And now find a way to lengthen both legs. So you're in this variation of Vashisthasana. Okay. Now take the bottom foot next to you, closer to you. So you have control to go back. Rotated the foot. Yes, you find your way. Okay. Let's do the other side. Up, open, turn, and slide the legs. Doesn't matter which one first. Slide the legs. You're in variation of a Shishtasana. Yeah, and then the bottom leg comes closer as you rotate yourself back into downward dog and into rest, whichever rest that you choose. Make sure that you have nice deep breaths. Okay, good. Now take your brick and come up to standing. Take your brick, oh sorry. Take your brick in between your thighs. We're going to stand into Tadasana. So this is really, really important for later on the back bends that we're going to do. The rotation of the thigh. This is the base of the proper back bends. So rotation of the thigh. Take your skin, rotate it inwards. So it's this action, yeah? Inwards. You hold your brick. Then lift your kneecaps up. Touch your butt. Touch your butt. The muscle of the butt is relaxed. The big muscle of the butt, the gluteus maximus is relaxed. The side can work. The gluteus medius can work, but not the big one. Squeeze the big one to be sure. Yeah? We don't want that, okay? Immediately the thighs open, right? Remember it because it will happen in the back bend. Usually people constantly squeeze the butt to come up higher. We don't want that. So unsqueeze the butt, rotate the thighs. We're going to do this twice more to get this connection into the brain, into the body. Okay? Squeeze the butt, feel how your thighs are opening. Right? And touch the butt. This is a squeeze butt. We don't want that. Now release and rotate the thighs inwards. You can do this exactly what I'm doing. So you move the skin. Okay, one more time. Squeeze like we don't want to squeeze. Open the hip, the thighs. And then unsqueeze. And there's a rotation of the thigh inwards. Lift the kneecaps. Lift the kneecaps. Push the top of your head up. Rotate the shoulders back. Stretch the fingers down. Shift the weight of the body more towards the heels than the toes. Activate your abdomen, draw your navel in and up. If you like, you can close your eyes. Just make sure that you're looking at your eye level. Don't look at the screen. Look at your eye level and then close your eyes. Notice the rotation of the thigh inwards. Okay. Hold the brick with your inner thigh. Really hold it and lift your arms up into Urdhva Hastasana. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Make sure that your palms are parallel. Stretch your arms up. You're lifting the rib cage off your pelvis. Lift the rib cage off the pelvis. Hold the brick. Lift the kneecaps. Yes. Good. Very gently, with control, release back into Tadasana. Take the brick away. Place it on the mat in the front heart of the mat. If you don't have 2 bricks, that's fine, then you don't need it at all. And we're going into variation of Warrior One, which is the first back bend that we're going to practice today. Okay. So your right foot forward, and you lengthen the left leg behind you. This is one of those asanas I think that I will have in almost every class. The variation of Warrior One. Square hips. Activate the back leg. The back leg is your anchor in this asana. Inhale. Exhale, come up, hands in namaste. Good. So take your sitting bone down and make sure that your knee is above your ankle. Open your chest. Look forward. No need to look at the screen. Look forward. And then reach your arms up. Shoulder width apart with the hands. Focus on your back leg. Straighten your back leg. There's always more. Straighten the back leg. Now, straighten more. Straighten the back. Yes. Good. Draw your navel in and up. Draw your navel in and up. Lift the base of the sternum up towards the chin and slightly lift the chin up, just slightly. Okay. Bring the hands all the way down to the bricks and change. Remember the back leg. The back leg is where your focus is. You're looking forward, later a little bit up, but your focus, your inner eyes are on your back leg. Okay, get ready. Inhale, exhale, up. Hands in namaste. Open the chest. Focus on the back leg. There's more. There's more. Straighten it. Straighten it. Activate. Tap it if you're not sure. Tap it. Good. Yes. Okay. Draw your navel in and up. Reach your arms up. If it hurts your back, then keep it down. Do everything slow with control. You lift the base of the sternum towards the chin and slightly, ever so slightly, you lift the chin up. Bring your awareness to the back leg. Activate the back leg. Okay, bring the head down, bring the hands down, and choose your rest. Downward dog or sitting on your knees or any other rest that you need. Okay. Good. And everybody rest. If you have some painful wrists, you can move your wrists. What we're going to do now is this. We're going to have the L-shaped handstand against the wall or the door. If you don't do it for whatever reason, you're going to do downward dog again. Okay? If you have, Ilana, I think you have pain in the wrist, so you can do it on your forearms. Okay? And then what we're going to focus on in the L-shaped handstand is the lengthening of the spine. Okay? Now, if you feel that it's easy for you and you have control, you can also take one leg up. But here you need to be really careful that it's not going to go into a back bend. Remember? So the same kind of principle. We're extending and not leaning. Okay? So find your wall. If not, then you do downward dog. And you're going to lift one leg up. Find your wall. Measure. It doesn't have to be a perfect 90-degree angle. It's actually better if it's a bit wider. Yeah, so the lower back can lengthen. So maybe let's do this today. Let's do this. Everybody, don't have a perfect 90. Take your hands a little bit more forward. So it's more like almost like a little downward dog with the wall rather than a perfect handstand. So then the spine can really elongate. If you're feeling it, you can take you can take one leg up, but no arching of the lower back, just extension of the spine. Then the other leg, down and rest. We're going to do this, if you can, twice more. Rest with your head down. You can rest in child's pose, Adho Mukha Virasana, or Uttanasana, meaning that you keep standing in a forward bend. Whenever you're ready, go into twice more. So remember, today, not a perfect 90-degree angle. Emma, you need to take your hands a little bit forward because we really want this extension of the spine. Good. Yeah. Today I take the leg really slow. Yes, very good. Rest. Good, Elena. And whenever you're ready, you go into your last one. When you take the leg up, don't swing it up. Take it fully with control, very slow. Up. Yes. And once you're done, Emma, too far back. It's too far back. Yeah, that's it, Emma, good. And once you're done, you rest. In whichever way that you feel like resting. All right. Good. Now you're ready for the real thing. Are you ready? So let's do just another downward dog and release the head, rotate the shoulders, lift the sitting bones, stretch and elongate for, I don't know if it's the last time, but stretch and elongate, and then come down all the way to your abdomen. If you need a blanket under your pelvis, take that blanket. We're going to start. Make sure that you see me. I see most of you well. Ilana, I don't see you well enough. If you can move your screen a little bit lower. Yeah. Good. And we're going to start with the fascia release. Tuck your toes in, and you can choose whether to move, to wiggle the tail, move from side to side, or to do the up and down, or both. Choose and move. So the reason that we're doing it is to soften, to release. Okay. And relax. Now I want you to look. Most of you, I believe, know it, but still, it's good to remember. So remember what we worked on a moment ago in Tadasana? We're going to rotate the thighs in and they're going to stay like this in the asanas. We don't want, in the back bends, we don't want the butt to be squeezed, right? We want the butt to be relaxed, but the inner thigh will be rotated and activated. So first, we're taking one leg up. Remember this? Rotating, including the foot. Rotating, lifting, resting it down. Lift, rotate, rest it down. Then the feet together. For many of us, the heels cannot touch. Yeah. So up, in, down. Up, in, down. Once, maybe twice, no more than that. We're just placing the feet properly. Then the back of the foot will be on the ground and we will try and touch with the pinky toe. Try and touch the ground. Okay. Now, remember that it's an extension of the spine. Yeah. The back bend will happen, but this is not what we're aiming. We're not aiming to go up. We're aiming to extend it as we go up. So take your arms forward and create this cup shape. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see. Create a cup shape. Good. And walk your fingers forward. Elongate the back of the neck. Walk your fingers forward. It's like you're stretching yourself. So your thighs are rotated inwards. Your inner thigh is active. Your feet are active. And your hands are active. And your hands are lifting the rib cage of the pelvis. Good. Thighs are rotated. The butt is quiet. Now, take one hand at a time under your shoulders. So the head is already up and elongated. Okay? Now, you're going to lift your hands with you. Think about moving the top of your head forward as you lift up. It's going to be tiny. And down. Let me look at you as you do this. Tiny. Up and down. Ilana, lift your hands with you. Up. Lift your hands. Your palms. Yes. And down. Okay. One more time. Don't do it just yet. Come down, come down. Check your legs. Your knees are off the ground. Rotate the thighs. The butt is not active. The big butt muscle is not active. You push the top of your head forward and you come up. Yes. Disconnect the arms. And release. Good. One last time. Elongate. Lift. Lift the hands. Activate the legs. You can't go really high here. You cannot. And down. One hand on top of the other. Release the legs. Wiggle the tail. You can allow the swiggling of the tail to come all the way up to the neck. So you're like moving your head. If it feels nice. Okay. And again, align your legs. One leg up, rotate in. The other leg up, rotate in. Feet together. Maybe probably the heels are not touching. Knees are off the ground and you try to touch the pinky toe or to touch the pinky toe to the ground. I think that's a right sentence. Pinky toe to the ground. Anyway, hands now are going to be next to the body and the head is on the ground. When you're going to lift, maybe you want to look. When you're going to lift, you're going to take your arms and rotate them up so the chest is open. Yeah. So it's a variation of Shavasana. Again, you're not going to come very high. You just want to lengthen. Let's do it. Hands next to the body. Get ready. Push forward and lift. Activate those inner thighs. Rotate the thighs inwards. Open the chest. Elongate the back of your neck. And come down. So if you do it properly, now I'm going to look at you. I'm going to try and see your butts. If you do it properly, you really don't go high. Yeah? And you really focus on the back, on the legs, sorry. Let's do it again. Extend and lift. The legs are super active. Turn your thumbs to the ceiling to open the chest. Yeah. For those of you who go really high, I suspect your butt. Emma, I suspect. You squeeze? Okay, good. And release. We have one last time. Look at the screen for a moment. The hand is doing this. Yes? So this, because you want to open the chest. Okay? One last time. Align the legs if needed, and once you're ready, reach and open. Legs are active. Good. No squeezing of the butt. And down. Rest your head on your hands and wiggle your tail or tuck your toes and do this fascia stretch, shake, whatever you prefer. So if there's any discomfort in the lower back right now, this goes to show that either you're going too high up or you're squeezing your butt. Okay? So if you have that, be honest with yourself, because it really doesn't matter where you reach. It matters what happens inside. Okay, realign your legs. And we're going to have the same asana, just the hands, of a classic Shavasana. So, meaning that we're going to lift and we're going to lift the arms. This time the back of the palm, the back of the arm, sorry, is still facing the ground, but it's lifted. Okay? And the arms are active. So they're not just lifted waiting, they're active. Top of the head forward. Thighs are rotated inwards. Whenever you're ready, go. The legs are down. Don't lift the legs. These are therapeutic backbends. We don't want to lift the legs. This will activate the butt immediately. Don't squeeze the butt. Elena, make sure. Don't squeeze the butt. You can touch it, yeah? And release. Good. Twice more. Thighs are active. Feet are active. Push yourself and lift into Shavasana or half Shavasana. And down. One last time. Lift. The arms are active, legs are active. Don't look too far up. Extend a little bit. Penelope, lift your head just tiny bit up. Lift the head, Penelope. And rest. Okay, wiggle your tail or have this fascia release. Or if you like, just rest. Okay, the next one that we're going to do is not for people with neck issues. Okay, so it's not for me. I'm going to show you what you're going to do, and then I'm going to give you a variation if you have neck issues. So it's, I believe it's called Makarasana the Alligator. The hands usually are interlaced at the back of the head. I'm going to lift for this. They're usually interlaced at the back of at the base of the skull. It's too much. So what I recommend that you do is that you separate between your fingers. So like this. Okay? And then the secret in this asana is to move like this, is to open and to move from the elbows and from the upper back. Because if the hands will be heavy, it will be a lot on the neck, a lot on the shoulders, a lot on the spine. So first your hands will open. I will extract through. First your hands will open and then you're going to extend. Okay? Then, for those of you like me that have neck issues or neck sensitivity, same thing here. So the hands are on the forehead and the same action. Just no, not here, here. Okay? If you're not sure, just choose this one. Let's do it. So activate or realign your legs, rotate them inwards. Have your hands wherever you choose to have them. Don't lift the head yet, just move the elbows up. Move the elbows up. Then come into your back bend. Small, it will be small. It's absolutely fun. Move through your elbows, elbows up, elbows up, elbows up, elbows up. Yes. And down. Good. So the head doesn't need to push against the arms. The arms are already doing their thing. They're like giving the head a direction. Let's do it twice more. We're not going to stay long. Whenever you're ready, the elbows will initiate the action. Lift. The legs are active. Knees are off the ground. Yes. And down. Last time, staying tiny bit longer. Get ready with your legs. Get ready with the elbows. And extend forward and back. Lift the elbows, lift the elbows, lift the elbows. Lift the elbows, open the chest, and release. Rest the head, and maybe wiggle the tail or anything that you like, or just rest. Okay, and this is our final one. Have your bricks in front of you. So it's a little bit like we started. So if we had, if this was a proper class, and then we would work with partners actually. This is maybe giving you idea. Maybe can give you any idea because you don't go to normal classes probably. Forget about it. But I'll tell you anyway. So we would have a partner that will hold our hands and will extend the spine. So we don't have a partner. but we have bricks. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands on the bricks. So, okay, sorry. The legs are activated, the hands are on the bricks, and we're lifting and extending. Okay? We're going to rest and twice more. So let's do it together. I'll look at you. Activate your legs. And the Spider-Man hands, cup-shaped hands, lift. Yeah. And you're thinking about, again, not the height, but the length. Move forward, 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 forward. Yeah, maybe you want to push your brick. I see some of you pushing the bricks forward. That's a good sign. And release. Does it feel good? It should feel really nice and kind of good. Okay, lengthening. Okay, whenever you're ready, again. Probably, I imagine you can take the bricks a little bit forward now. Legs are active and you elongate your spine. And then lift higher. Yeah. Separate your hands so you separate your shoulders. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. And down. Okay. This is the last one. If you like, if you feel that it's right for you, you can even make the brick sit like this. I don't know if it's right for you. You can try. If you see that it's not, immediately turn it. Okay, same cup shape. And up. If it's not right, turn it. Rest. Okay. Wiggle your tail. Wiggle your tail. Give some good shaking there. No more back bends, at least not active. So we prepared the entire class, an hour actually. We just prepared for those few asanas. So they're really like a jewel on the crown. Okay, roll over. So you're on your back. Don't come into downward dog, just roll over. And your legs are in CRP, constructive rest pose, hands to 90. Move your legs from side to side. So we're releasing the psoas, we're releasing the lower back, we're releasing the abdomen, bringing movement, softening. You don't need to go all the way to the floor. If you have some tenderness in the lower back, have a really small movement, really small. Come back to center. For this, maybe you're going to need your bricks. It's about the length, or a brick, one brick. It's about the length of your arms. So my arms are quite short relatively to my torso. So I need the brick. So what you're going to do is you're going to push. Well, actually, it feels good now. So maybe you don't need the brick. You're going to push the base of your thigh close to the groin forward. Yeah. If it doesn't, if your arms are too short, you're just pressing the brick or two bricks. So creating traction in the hips and in the lower back. Release, and another kind of traction. This time the right ankle is going to be on top of the left thigh, And this time you push your knee. If you can't reach, push with the brick. Release. And to the other side. And push. Yeah, it's okay if you're going a little bit out of the alignment of square hips. It should feel nice. Good. Release. And the same thing like we've done just a moment ago. The hips forward. And then as you do this, shoot the top of your head up. So you're lengthening your own spine in this traction. Okay. Release. Have your hands on the belly and relax your lower back down. Close your eyes. Soften your shoulders. And okay. And what we're going to do now is this. You're going to choose a restorative asana before Shavasana. So it also depends on your props. I'm going to offer a few things, then you see what you feel like doing and what you have. The first one, this is for bolsters owners, is Adho Mukha Virasana with a bolster, or two bolsters, another one here. The bolster will be in between the thighs, the abdomen is on the bolster, and you rest your cheek. It's still a chest opening, but it's a forward bend and it's a nice relaxation towards Shavasana. So one option. The second option, this can be with a bolster or two bolsters. If you don't have two bolsters, then the bricks. Okay? This is relaxing the lower back and opening the hips. So it's Baddha Konasana on the elevated, with elevation, sorry. So you're bringing your butt close and you open. Okay? So this is a nice one. If you don't have a bolster, you can do a supported, very high supported, okay? Notice this. Otherwise, it can go into your lower back. So even though my knees can open really wide, I will support today, or in this one, my knees higher. So my lower back can really sink. Okay? So these are your options. They all have a gentle hip opener and relaxing of the lower back. If your lower back is not relaxed, then it's not for you, and I'll try and find something else for you. Emma, maybe move your sitting bones closer to the bolster. Yeah, usually the sitting bones are really touching the bolster, if it feels nice. If not, then you can move back. Okay. Elena, take your sitting bones to your heels. So move a little bit back from the bolster. Yeah. even more back. So wherever you are, the lower back should be super comfortable, super relaxed. And that's the indication that you're in the right kind of asana for you. If there is some tension, then either you need a bit more elevation or you need another asana. Close your eyes, release the face. If this feels good, this could be your Shavasana. Okay, so just stay where you are. Make sure that your hands are not over your shoulders or over the height of your shoulders, just a little bit lower or on your body. And if you like, then you can move into Shavasana. If your legs are on the bolster, just straighten your legs. Don't move the props, just straighten your legs. You have nice support. Not a very long Shavasana, about 3 minutes. Without moving, bring your awareness back into your body. And take 3 deeper inhalations softly. Don't rush. Just feel how you expand the breath all the way to the edges of your body and then release it really softly. And then bring your hands one at a time to your body and stand the sole of your feet slowly on the ground or on the bolsters. If you had Adho Mukha Virasana, go into downward dog, but very slowly. Very, very slowly. Then the rest of you that were on your back, roll into your right hand side. Stay there for about 2-3 breaths. And then come up to seated. And once you're up and sitting, close your eyes. Elongate the spine, open the chest. Last moment of presence together. Now another moment of gratitude. Bring your hands to the base of the sternum, lift the base of the sternum up, and bow the head down. You can open your eyes, lift the gaze up. Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. Even though we're not physically together, I can feel that we are together. And it's such a nice anchor and haven in this crazy time. So thank you for participating again, whether you're here live or in the recording. And you know that I appreciate when you write feedback or how you felt or questions. I love questions because it makes me feel the connection. So you're always welcome to do so. And I'll see you next week. Next week, I think, is feminine yoga, right? So, guys, get ready. Good. See you next week. Thank you for joining. Bye, everybody. Bye.